Today we're going to be making chicken marsala. We're going to start out with 3 Sanderson Farms chicken breasts, and what we're going to do is we're going to end up with 6 because we're going to take one of the breasts and we're going to cut it horizontally through the middle to create 2 breasts. So what you're going to do is just with a little slicing motion, back and forth, you want to work your way through, nice and easy. See, keeping your hand flat, working your way through the tip, and you end up with 2 equal parts. We have our 6 sliced chicken breasts, and what we're going to do is we're going to season them with salt and pepper, both sides. No measurement on the salt and pepper, just going to season them. This is ground black pepper, and again we're going to do both sides. I have 4 tablespoons of olive oil heating in the pan, and what we're going to do is we're going to dredge them in flour, which is again lightly coating them. So the way you dredge is you just kind of press it in there, get it coated real well, and then we shake off the excess, and that's dredging. And the key to that is so that when you build the sauce after you brown the chicken, the sauce has something to stick to, and it really absorbs that rich, buttery sauce that you're making with the Marsala wine. So we're going to get this into the olive oil, and we're going to brown these nice and golden brown, about 4 minutes aside. All right, so you and a medium to high heat in your saute pan, because you really want to sear that chicken. You really want that flour to brown. So now after 4 minutes or so, you want to flip these, and you can see how lightly golden brown they got. That flour really, browned up. It created a little bit of a crust, and again, that's really important. So we're going to remove these from the pan. So just going to set that aside for a little while. And what you want to make sure you do is turn down your heat. You got to be careful. If you let it sit a couple seconds, you're going to put those vegetables in. You don't want to burn your garlic. You never want to burn garlic. You always want to saute it. Any burned garlic is going to make your whole dish bitter. We're going to add this butter. And that's going to sizzle right away. A good little trick is once you do that, put your onions on top. And then add your garlic. That's a half a cup of onion. And it's a half a teaspoon of crushed garlic. If you mix your garlic in there with that, coats it real fast. What you want to do, again, you have that salt and pepper on the side, because you just want to season that, just a pinch here. It's always good to season in layers. So this is the base of your sauce. You want to season now so that you can build on top of that. And to that, we're going to add 2 cups of sliced mushrooms. And these are just white mushrooms. Depending upon the size of the mushroom, you might have to cut it in half and then slice it. You can cut the whole thing. What we're going to do is we're going to let that cook a little bit longer. And then from that, we're going to build the liquid part of the sauce. All right, so we're going to add our Marsala wine. And again, you kind of just want to take it away from the flame just a little bit. You add that, and you're really going to hear it sizzle. That's great. That way you know you're doing the right thing. You're going to add it back to the flame. You're just going to give it a quick stir. What we're going to add is some chicken broth. We're going to let that mix together, and we're going to let that simmer so that that Marsala wine can reduce. We're ready to add some butter, and we're going to take another 2 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter. And what this is going to do is this is going to thicken the sauce. It's going to richen it up. So basically all you're going to do is you can dump that in there just like that, and you just want to swirl it around. And you want to just incorporate that through the sauce. And that's really the finishing touch to the sauce. So once you've done that, you're ready, and the sauce is complete. So you got to make sure you get that chicken back in there. So we take that wonderfully golden brown chicken, put that back in that pan. We're ready to go. The sauce is thickened, the chicken is cooked. I'm going to plate this up.